Hey loves, it's your girl Beezsa and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have already been rocking with me, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so appreciated. Because baby, this content creating journey is not for the weak. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm already like been kind of like trying to figure out my flow and how I want to do things, all this stuff. But we're here and I'm going to be present and I'm making an effort and making sure I'm trying to, you know, be consistent. So, but anywho, all of that out the way. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a long time. Oh my God, I feel like it's been maybe a couple months, and that is sad. That is so unfortunate for me and for you because you've been missing out on what's been going on. I feel like if I give a huge recap, because I don't think oh my goodness, I haven't said anything to y'all like in this like long format, like chatty. It's been about 3 months. Give or take. But y'all probably have saw in my shorts that I did take quite a few trips, quote unquote, had a Euro summer, but I also went to the Caribbean, and it's just been really great. A lot of stuff has been going on and I have been really grateful, very thankful, not only for what has been happening with me, but the people who have been rocking with me and just all of that. So I am big on just being open and learning and just navigating through life in the most fun and thriving way. And I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. Your girl's been booked and busy. And when I say booked, like freelance work has been great in all aspects, whether it's, you know, with my my actual greeting cards and my brand like that. There's been a lot of conversations that have been great that will be leading to some things, which I'm excited about. And then also on the other side where I do still help, you know, in the corporate world, corporate girl is still here. I do still do quite a bit on that side of business as well. So everything has been going really good. But I did want to bring up a huge update. So about a couple videos ago, I shared a lot about my private life, a little bit deeper. And I'm not going to say like I don't do that in general because that is what this space is for. But there was an extra layer that I kind of dug a little bit deeper, and I talked about the condition that I had developed as of the end of last year, but found out about it in the beginning of this year, so back in January. And that was the pseudotumor cerebri. And also there was papilledema involved, which is basically the swelling of optic nerves. I was hemorrhaging behind my eyes, which signaled that there was extra fluid and pressure on my brain, which caused me to have to take fluid medication, which is so, it was so rare. They were kind of like stunned that it was happening to me. So I have like a whole team of doctors now, which I'm very thankful and grateful for them. But they were just trying to figure out like, why is this even happening to me? Because it came out of nowhere. And just full disclosure, back in September, I had an eye exam and everything was perfect. So for it to just happen like that, they were like, what could have spiked it? But anywho, bringing y'all to the good news. So they had let me know that, you know, this may be a long journey and, you know, but it's progressing and all the stuff like that, and how to maybe, you know, continuously improve, because I was already on an improvement journey for my wellness, for physical, emotional, all the health. But I went back 6-7 months later. So back in July, I went to my ophthalmologist, who was basically kind of leading the progress report of this whole situation, because my optic nerves would really be the way of telling if the swelling and everything else is going down in my brain. So when I went to the ophthalmologist to do a checkup, he was asking how I've been doing, all this stuff. And I'm like, you know, I feel good. I mean, I feel like I'm a very solution-oriented person. So, you know, whether the task is hard or if it is very convenient and easy for me, you know, I'm willing to do it and do my part in order to contribute to my journey of being completely like back to myself. So we were having a conversation about that. And he was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and look at your results, you know, compared to January to see where you are now. And y'all, he looked at the screen. He looked at me. He looked at the screen again. He looked at me. So I'm looking at him like, okay, go ahead, you know, and I'm not going to say I'm a pessimistic person or I'm a negative person. I am a realist but hopeful person, meaning I kind of prepare myself for both sides. And I don't want to say that that's a completely good thing, and it's not a completely bad thing either, but that's just me. So, and I kind of always try to keep a level head, and I do for the most part. And I thank God for that, because the peace that comes around you, girl, is out of this world, but it comes. So he looked at me the third time. He looked at the screen and looked at me, and he had this smile, and he was like, your swelling and the fluid, everything is like 90% gone. Y'all, when I tell you that was a hallelujah, praise, shout, all of that, because one, I went there not only to get a checkup, but also to just get my regular eye exam. So I'm not even really thinking like, oh, it's a possibility that things have got so much better in a short period of time of 6 or 7 months. So it was not even in my mind to hear some sort of update like that. I just was used to the continuous, oh, you know, your eye exam went well, but you know, this is still here, continue taking your medication, blah, blah. Man, when he said that, I literally was in shock, and all I could do was thank God, because it just, the I don't even want to call it weight, but the weight of reassurance and confirmation just overwhelmed me. Like, it just poured all over me, and it was a weight that felt great. And it was almost like, even if that was something that was so, you know, overwhelming, it was relieving. And it was basically, I said this in that video where I first talked about this condition. God is going to test you to make sure you are where you say you are. And I mean where you are in your faith, where you are in your journey, in your peace, in all of that, in your silence, because a lot of people don't understand there's power in silence, and sometimes silence can be louder than the things that you actually say. So just even in those pockets of silence, it just confirmed that I stayed the course. I did what I was supposed to do. Like, having a great attitude is half the battle in almost every situation. And that was something I set out to do. I made sure I did and put to the forefront of my mind, because I am appreciative of all the professionals in the world that do what they do. But I also know who I serve, and that is an awesome God who has had his hands on me from start to finish, and then some, you know. So I was just super, super, super elated. So basically, long story short, he pretty much told me, he said, you know, talk to your neurologist, your neurosurgeon, all that stuff like that, and see if they're in agreement with me to wean you off of your medicine, to potentially offload you completely. And another thing that was coming up too, y'all, you know, for family planning, things like that. And that's something, you know, me and my husband have been, you know, super interested in, and just kind of going through the process of what that looks like and stuff like that. And so when this condition came, that put a stop to like where we were in our journey with that. And because the medication I was taking was trying to relieve pressure, But, you know, when you're pregnant, things like that, that causes pressure. So it was conflicting. So there was no way I could take that medicine and be pregnant at the same time. And so same thing when it came to, so going back to that appointment, that was something else I brought up too, you know, because there was a whole conversation of me having a shunt put in my brain, which freaked me out. But of course, I didn't let it really show because I was willing to, you know, do what I got to do. And I feel like, you know, as women, what do? We do what we got to do, you know. And that was another conversation I had brought up, you know, which I was kind of waiting to see what he was going to say with my progress, because I was really debating, you know, trying to figure out that decision and getting myself mentally prepared to go to the hospital to do that. And at the time I found out that I may potentially need a shunt. Just give you a little backstory really quick. I had never had surgery before, but by the time I was at this visit, I did have like a minor outpatient surgery for something else. So, but I was still like, I looked at it as super evasive because I'm like, you're in my brain, you're doing all this other stuff. But after he told me that news, he also looked at me and said, and you won't need a shunt at all. He was like, you know, that is something for more advanced situations. And he was like, but you're doing good. You know, all the improvements that you were working on and doing has showed, and it has sped up your progress like a lot. So, oh no, y'all, I'm coming off my medication, y'all, and like I'm back. But when I tell you, that was like a good 6 or 7 months where God was really dealing with me, and I'm not going to say he doesn't deal with me on a regular basis, because he is always there and just keeping me grounded and keeping me, making sure I'm putting, you know, my best foot forward in everything that I do. But throughout that process, like, it was just a beautiful journey. And I don't regret it. I don't regret the news happening to me. I don't regret all the different things that came with it, because even in the midst of that, the iron transfusions, there was a lot of other things going on with me at the same time. And all of it has changed. Like, I'm back. I'm vibrant. I'm feeling great. Like, it's just hold on, y'all. That is basically what I'm trying to say. Keep yourself positive. Keep your environment, including the people around you, positive, because you are destined for greatness. God is working on plans for you and doing all the things behind the scenes that you pray to him about at night. And I'm telling you, it is about to surpass your expectations. So hold on and stay the course, okay? But yeah, so today I have a lot going on. So my cousin is having an after 5 cocktail hour themed birthday party. And I don't have a cocktail dress, but I'm going to show what I'm thinking about wearing, because I like to shop, but your girl didn't really have time to go to the stores. And I'll be honest, stores be hit or miss. So I'm a big internet girl. So if I lived in like bigger cities and stuff, I would be out here. But this date kind of didn't come in time where I was traveling to where I could pick something up. So in my closet I went, which I have a lot of stuff in my closet. I need to start getting back in there and putting stuff together. So I do have a little ensemble I put together that I'm going to show y'all. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think in the comments now. Like, if this really did what it needed to do, or I need to put it up and figure some other way out. Okay. But after the party, my parents, like all of my family's going to be there. So I'm meeting my parents and my brothers and all my siblings, everybody there. They got a hotel, but I think my brothers and my dad, they may go back home, like, which, you know, that's cool. So, I mean, my mom, though, she's like wanting to stay and like do stuff, whatever, because that was something else that happened. My mom celebrated her birthday like a week or so ago, and we had a whole like a couple of days together. I had her meet me, and I took her out and did all this other stuff, which Y'all have seen on one of my shorts. You can go see how that was. And I took her candle making. She was not expecting it, and I was so happy and thrilled to be able to do that for her. So yeah, maybe we'll have a round 2 of that, because she's actually going to stay, and I'm gonna just stay with her. We get a hotel, and we're gonna see where the weekend goes. But let me go ahead and get started, because I don't know if you could tell, but your girl hair needs some TLC. I really need a relaxer, which my mom usually does, but I'm like 3.5 hours away from her salon. So, and honestly, it's still at the length, like not at the length, but because my bob, I feel like, was right here, but my hair grew like a good like chunk. I had some braids and stuff, so I don't know what this is gonna look like, but my roots is looking like, girl, bye. So I'm gonna need this flat iron that I'm gonna pull out later to really do its magic. I kind of want to play around with some lashes, like the clusters, but I don't know, because we're gonna see how much time we got, because I have to be at my nail appointment at 1:30. It's 12:19, so we're gonna see what we'll be able to do. Not see Matt, and then all these people texting me trying to get me to shop. Hold on, I gotta look at it though, because what they got. Ooh, hold on. Hold on now. Okay, hold on. Okay, I might have to check this out, because your girl is still looking for like boots. Fall is approaching, or if it's here. You know what I mean? And I'm excited, because spring and fall, that's my type of time, okay? That is my type of time. Oh yeah, we gonna look at that. Y'all see them? What? Yeah. I've been seeing boots everywhere. Your girl got a whole list. But let me start doing my face. So what I'm going to be using is Clean and Clear Deep Action Exfoliating Cleanser. Naturally derived bees gently exfoliates to clean deep down to the pore with pro vitamin B5, and it's oil free. So I'm going to be using that to go ahead and get things done. My face. I feel like, let me push this back. But I'm excited about today, because I am in this chapter in my life where I really just want to be outside in the best way possible. And my version of outside is getting with my girls, being with my husband, being out, being with my family, like really just cute, chic, you know, sexy, but fun, like all of that, like those type of vibes. I'm not really big on being like, you know, like the out where it's like you out, you know, like college out, you know, you out till like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning. Don't judge me. All of y'all did it. We used to do that, but not now. I don't think that's even in me anymore. But I love having like different experiences, whether it's trying out, you know, new restaurants. I am a foodie, even down to different culture, you know, restaurants and stuff. I love stuff like that. Vacations, yes. As y'all can see, your girl I love to be gone. It's okay. And I love my house. I love my life. Do not get me like wrong. But me and a plane go together real bad. My husband likes to travel too, so it just works out. So I don't know. I'm hoping to do a girls trip. I'm with my girls soon. You know, just to kind of get out. I don't know if it'd be an out of the country thing or something local, but I don't know. We're going to see. But I mean, so this cocktail party thing is right on brand, because one, it is making me start using and wearing the items that I already have, because I have a bad habit of not. or like waiting to a trip comes up before I actually go somewhere. And we're not doing that anymore. Okay, so now next I am going to do, not that one, but add this hyaluronic acid hydrating facial serum. It's by the Beauty Elixir brand. Cute color. I'm all about color and aesthetic on how things look when it sits, but mainly I'm just gonna put it there, a little more there and there, and that's it. And we're just gonna press gently as I'm rubbing it on my face. So I'm pressing down as I'm rubbing it on. Super hydrating though. I thought I was gonna need my other serum, not serum, but cleanser, where I actually, it gives me a more like hydrating boost, but I forgot I had that. And this will boost my skin. Whew. Okay, let's fan that in. And don't judge me, y'all. But, oh, I did. I already said I'm going to get my nails done, but they are long overdue. And these are my nails. These are the longest I probably have ever had them, like without tips, like with my actual nails. So I can't wait to get this red. I'm going to show y'all what I'm aiming to get. So I was either thinking about this or this. They both eat down, not even gonna lie. But I was thinking about, if I didn't get the stones like this one, I might just do like the crystals, like the little diamond like looking accent crystals, where the same placement as these are, but do it with those, because I feel like that'd be more just out there. But I love how it's like this French tip on two of the fingers on both, so I'm excited. I'm not really familiar with doing red all the time, doing red at all, honestly. So it's the first time I have red. I have it on my toes already because I knew I was going to be cutting it close if I got them both done the day of the party, because they only had afternoon appointments available. The party starts at 4. So I'm going to get my fill-in at 1:30. I switched my toes to yesterday. It was supposed to be today, but I got them done yesterday. So they already this red. So I'm excited now. You know, we're going to see how this go. But this was what I thought I was going to need for my skin instead of me doing, before I realized I had my hyaluronic. But I was going to use the Aveeno. It's like a Calm and Restore Nourishing Oat Cleanser for sensitive skin. Gently cleanses and hydrates to preserve skin's moisture barrier, and it's fragrance free. But that was what I thought I was going to use, but I'm not. All right, that has pressed in. There's already a little glow. Now, wash my hands and put these contacts in. So I have been rocking with the glasses for a long time. I love my glasses. I love glasses, period. But we are going to have to put some contacts on for what we're trying to do today. And one thing I can say that I do love about my glasses, or glasses in general, when you're not looking the way you want to look around the eye area, when I say like your eyebrows need some work and all that good stuff, or like you probably don't have a full like makeup face on or whatever, Oh, glasses will do the trick. Oops. See, I can get these out. Okay. There we go. And I realized my supply of contacts lasts longer when I wear my glasses more often. So that's what we're gonna do. Like, I'm not trying to spend $200-300 on a supply of contacts all the time. I know, we're gonna make it make sense. All right, let's go put this stuff up. Let's see. Now I'm gonna lock and seal my face. Oh, excuse me. With some CeraVe or CeraVe. You know, just a little bit. Alright. And then this will be it for right now before I do my makeup and all of that. I do need to touch up my eyebrows, but I will do that shortly. First though, is this hair. I really need to do something about it. So what I'm hoping is it don't take, oh girl, but like 45 minutes. So then I can come back home and I still have an additional, no, I won't. If I probably start at 4, I ain't trying to be, I'm gonna have to leave right after my nail appointment. Now I probably could shoot back here, still get dressed, and then that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So I think what I wanna do now, what y'all wanna do now? Y'all look at this hair. Crazy. Didn't even fluff out when I took it out. Like, look at this. What magician activated? Because I have to do something. I have to make this look like something. But honestly, it still kind of has a little bit of shape. But I don't know if I'm going to go back to the bob. We have to see. I don't know. But let's start doing this hair. Okay, I'm back, and I didn't even have time to really like showcase all the different stuff that I had to do to get myself on this road to get to this party. Yeah, I didn't even wear the outfit that I thought I was gonna wear. I literally, thank God for sets, like a top and bottom set will never disappoint. I don't know if it quite fit the theme, but at this point, me attending is taking priority over what I'm wearing, because I do not want to miss this celebration. Man, I'm late, y'all. Oh, I don't mind being late. I just feel like that's not a great treat. Like, granted, I know there's like the whole fashionably late. I mean, and within, within some bounds, I'm a little bit of that, but not what I wanted to wear at all. Like, but it's okay. There will be another occasion where I can really get dressed down and stuff like that. But the nails eat. My nail tech, Hallie, did her thing. the party from the backyard. It was so lovely. Here's a photo of my cousins, my mom, and my aunt. On each side is me and my youngest brother clowning. And my mom was getting into that go-go in the middle, okay? Here's my parents again. I think Never Too Much was on, and so we were jamming. And the signature drinks, as a sneak peek of the bar in the middle, was on it. It was just a good time with family.